You know, because the state is supposed to ask us, and they weren't going to. But we told them, I'm sorry. Where's Hunter? Where is Hunter? He's trying to make a deal with a foreign country to pay him $10 million. Where's Hunter? Remember the T-shirt, Where's Hunter? I was right. Thank you very much for that. Where's Hunter? This can only happen in Pennsylvania, right? I was here for school. So they don't talk about Hunter in the news now, you know that, right? I give a lot of credit to the New York Post who endorsed me on their cover today. I love the New York. Ask me a question like that. What flavor do you have, sir? I have, he wasn't actually sure, actually. I have vanilla and chocolate. I said, they never asked me a question like that. Even Crazy 60 Minutes, you see it last night? She was so hostile to me. And with them it was softball. But you know what he did yesterday? He called me, you know, he called me George yesterday. He didn't remember my name. I'm insulted by it. I didn't know, was I supposed to be happy or was I supposed to be sad? He called me George. And then I hear the reporter sort of said, no, it's not George. Donald. We can't have this. Look, our country is too important. President Xi is 100% sharp. Putin, 100% sharp. Kim Jong-un, North Korea, 100% sharp. We can't have this. This is not a game we're playing. If Biden, you know, a good writer, very good writer, a writer on politics, but a lot of things, Byron York, right? Would you rate him good, right? I think he's good. But I saw him this morning and he wrote something that they were asking him who's going to win. He said, I don't know, because they only show these fake polls. He said, I don't know, but I cover this. He's a great political guy, and he said, I go around and I cover this whole thing. And I'm not only talking about the rallies that Trump has, because he sets them up. You know, we have to take the space, and we have to do. We're organically, there are rallies of boats, thousands of boats all over the place, and cars, and tractors, and trucks, thousands and thousands. He said, there's never been anything like this. He said, I've never seen anything like this politically. There's such a spirit like I've never seen. He said, you have these organic, and Trump has nothing to do with them, but they're rallies where truckers get 1,000 trucks. In Iowa, they had like 2,000 tractors on this massive field. Ends the pandemic, which is ending with or without, and we have the vaccines. They're going to be nobody would have them. It would be years before you had them. What I did with FDA, and FDA has been terrific, but it was called a slightly speedier process, okay? And totally safe. We will have the vaccine like momentarily, and we're all set to distribute it before the end of the year, maybe substantially before, but it's going good. But we are going to get ourselves back to normal life. I said normal life. Where we were 7 months ago, we had the greatest economy in the world. We had made in the USA. We're doing that. Remember when I campaigned 4 years ago? I said, we will be saying Merry Christmas again. We do. Remember? The department stores, they didn't like Merry Christmas. That was not politically correct. Oh, yeah? They learned. And they'd say Happy New Year, and they'd have the card and the snow and the whole thing, but they wouldn't say Merry Christmas. They're all saying Merry Christmas again. That's the way we have to have it. I told you that. We will deliver record prosperity, epic job growth. And he gets up, and then they say, oh, he's so rhetorically good. I never thought he was a good speaker personally. I really never did. Then they say, he's so handsome. He's so handsome. Oh, okay. But they don't want to show, you know what they don't want to show? They don't want to show his crowd. They don't want to show the crowd. And you know what? They don't want to show this crowd for the exact opposite reason. Because this is amazing. And you know what? They're not too happy about it. No, but think of it. They're considered a developing nation. I said, so we're a developing nation too. We're developing. They're developing. We're developing. They get big advantages. Nobody ever said. Obama never said anything. Sleepy Joe never said that. I'm the one that figured it out. I said, how come they're getting all these great deals? Well, sir, they're considered a developing nation, whereas the United States is considered developed. I said, we're not developed. You got to be kidding me. They were not developed. We want to be a developing nation also. And so we're having a big dispute, world trade. And how about... By the way, nice trucks. You think I could hop into one of them and drive it away? I'd love to do it. Just drive the hell out of here. Just get the hell out of this. I had such a good life. My life was great. And then I said, let's do this, darling. This will be a lot of fun. But you know what? I'm so happy with it because nobody has ever done so much in the first 3.5 years. No administration. The debate was great, and we learned. Other things we learned when this Savannah Guthrie, who is just terrible. No, she was coming out of her chair as she was asking. She was crazed. She was crazed. And I did a nice job. Savannah, take it easy. Just relax. Just relax. Don't let the hatred show. But when lists are elected, they will delay the vaccine, delay therapies, prolong the pandemic, close your schools. Your schools have to open and shut down our country. This guy doesn't have a clue. This guy doesn't have a clue. Have you seen what this is? I mean, he can't play with the country. The only thing I can tell you for sure, President Xi from China, President Putin from Russia, Kim Jong-un, North Korea, and I could name 40 others. They're sharp as a tack. They don't want to deal with Sleepy Joe. One of them said to me, one of the leaders said, well, I hope you win because we don't want to deal with somebody that sleeps all the time. Do you believe that? No, he just announced the lid. He announced another lid. You know, and he's not, you know, somebody could say, oh, this is brilliant, it's prevent defense. First of all, did you ever see prevent defense? Almost as bad was Kamala with the laugh. Ah, that's so funny, ha, ha, ha. She kept laughing. I said, is there something wrong with her too? She will not be the first woman president. You can't let that happen. Can't let that happen. No, I said, is there something wrong with her? She kept laughing. At very, you know, serious questions. But how about this? Mike was great. But how about this? They asked me, she says, are you ready for tough questions? I thought she was kidding, you know, because how do you say? I said, just treat me fair. No, no, no. This is tough questions. And I said, they do. And I said, let's see what you have. And it was just question, kill. Always going for the kill. She's a Zippo, but always going for the kill. And then did you see the interview with him? Oh, it was so soft. They're trying to protect. They try so hard. That's right. You saw the other day, he's walking out with ice cream. Huh? Mr. Vice President, what flavor is it? I think it's vanilla and chocolate. I said, I don't get questions like that, right?
As he has been talking, I'll point out on the screen, there's been a sell-off in the U.S. stock market that we're watching as well on extended coronavirus fears, lack of stimulus hopes, something that we're watching as the president continues his rally on the ground there. Trace, as you know, first of three.
I mean, I never watched CNN, but I had to see it this morning to see. So I watched them for a little while. I watched MSDNC owned by... In Montana, we're so far up, they shouldn't even have the election. Likewise, in Utah, so far up, we're plus 12, plus 15. And in West Virginia, we're 20 up, 20 points up. These are just came out. They came out today. A little while ago because they were shut out. We had a deal. It was a deal and they broke the deal. Headed by Governor Tom Wolf, who's got your whole Commonwealth shut down. Whole Commonwealth is shut down. Although probably on November 4th it'll open. They'll announce on November 4th. Did you see the one governor said, no, I think we should be open by around November 4th. Oh, thank you. No, they think they're going to inflict harm and bad numbers. Our numbers are so good. Our comeback numbers are the best anywhere in the world. But you know what? It does inflict tremendous harm on the people that are shut out of their jobs. that are going to lose their jobs with suicides and drugs and alcohol and all the problems. So Tom Wolf, next time give us a little notice, Governor. And I'll remember it, Tom. I'm going to remember it, Tom. Hello, Mr. President. This is Governor Wolf. I need help. I need help. You know what? These people are bad. We go out of our way, regardless, Republican, Democrat, when they have a problem. But he shut us out, and he tried shutting us out of two other venues. The Green New Deal. No, I don't think so. The Green New Deal would be an economic disaster for our nation, certainly for this state. Biden and Harris have a pledge to join and rejoin the Paris. Look, you know about Paris? The Paris Climate Accord, one of the great disasters of all time. Just call up France. How's Paris doing? Shipping to shut down the whole country. And we're rounding the turn. You know, all they want to talk about is COVID. By the way, on November 4th, you won't be hearing so much about it. COVID. Today, let's talk about COVID all over Europe, right? Europe, Mike, they don't talk about that. Now we're rounding the turn, and we have the vaccines coming out very soon, years ahead of schedule. If he would have done it like he did the H1N1 swine flu, one of the worst handled, that was an epidemic. It was a disaster. He had no idea what the hell he was doing, but you know that. No air conditioning in the summer, no heat during the winter, and no electricity during peak hours. Let's watch President Trump on television. I'm sorry, we won't be able to do it. The wind isn't blowing today, darling. We won't be. No, it doesn't power those big factories that we're opening up all over the country. Biden